食らって生み滅ぼす。そのためにそれは生み出された。敵を食らい生み、次なる敵を食らいまた生む。敵を滅ぼした後もそれは食い続け生み続けた。わずかに時が流れ、すべてを食い尽くした後もそれは生み続けた。敵もないままに生み出された兵器たちはそれの中をさまよってわけもないのに争っている。
Damn it. I think the game was going into attract mode, which showed an intro cutscene, but it basically just kind of gives context for the game's story, it seems like, which it spoke about how there's a lot of... something is consuming a lot of things, and there's a lot of infighting amongst weapons in the womb, which... Japan? Why you gotta be Japan? Why is it called the womb? That's W-O-M-B. I'm not being cute and saying room, but by being womb. Woomy! Anyway, hi, hey, hello. Oh, there it goes. Attract mode.
食らって生み滅ぼす。そのためにそれは生み出
It played earlier when I started the game up in order to start stream, but like...
敵を食らい、生み、
Yeah, devour, spawn, devour more, spawn again.
また生む。敵を滅ぼした後も、それは食い続け、生み続けた。
Whatever they are.
わずかに時が流れ、すべてを食い尽くした後も、
Hello, Jindra, how is
それは
you?
生み続けた。
My mic's on, but the button says it's still
敵も
muted.
ないままに生み出
That's
され
fucked.
た兵器たちは、それの中をさまよって、わけもないのに争っている。
Doll's Nest. Which is a weird title, considering I have, like, no context on what that means. Have I heard of Eternal Palace Sakura? I have not. Alright, and then, to anyone that is confused by the stream's title, because it's like Nitro plus Souls-like, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Look at the bottom right. Nitro plus. Copyright. Nitro plus. 2025. If you don't know, Nitro Plus is primarily famous, or infamous depending on how you look at it, for making visual novels. Let me repeat that. Visual novels. I actually do not know of a time when these guys have made a fucking, like... What do you think? Hey. Eternal Palace Sakura is apparently a Senran Kagura-inspired roguelite. Say less. You had me at Senran Kagura. But yeah, Doll's Nest. I think they've made 2 fighting games. You might be right about that. No, you are right about that because there's Nitro plus Fighter Z. Input save data name. That's weird. Start. So there's that one fighting game, which is like basically a showcase of all their IPs, plus guest starring Senran Kagura. Oh. Well then. Ooh, interesting. We've got some Armored Core vibes just immediately. What do we have here? Close range loadout centered around thermal weapons. High damage output hinges on the user's skill. That's Kingdom Hearts ass. Like, start. An all-purpose loadout that excels in mid-range combat. Easy to learn and handle. Sniper-style loadout that excels in long-range combat. Difficult to fight in close combat. You had me at high damage. I am not hearing diddly squat, so how is the audio? Oh! You'd probably pick the sniper kit. Fair. God damn, that is a high-ass jump. Skip training. No. Herring agent. Up to use item. I heard that boost. This is just Armored Core in disguise. Select item. Ooh. Okay, that's how that works. Got it. Sprint. Click and left stick while moving. Thrusters. Left trigger also while flying. Okay. Well, yeah, no midair sprint, but you can use your thrusters in the air. Oh. And I can engage hover mode. Gotcha. Standing on this circular object will allow you to transfer yourself to specific locations. That's an interesting looking menu. This will probably help me. It's start to get out of that, which is weird. Attributes, inventory, item wheel. I love how this tutorial kind of feels thrown together. Because, like, that doesn't look like it's layering properly, but that's neither here nor there. So, primary arms attack. Right trigger. Change primary arms. Rear arms is left bumper. Rear arms left and right. Which I do not seem to have. Okay. Okay. It appears I have taken some damage. So I have a blade. Keep enemies in targeting reticle for more accurate fire. Okay. Reload. Fire all rounds or press X. Reloading will cost BP. Appears to be the middle bar. Did I just walk into Code Vein? Can be performed at the node tree. And training. That's one way to do a tutorial. Help! I'm having the visions again. Ugh, the hell's wrong with my eyes? What do you gotta take to see life like that? Be a robot, I guess, considering... Yeah. Happy birthday, you were born into the world. Are here now. This high difficulty mode adds the following elements. All enemies receive boosted parameters. Boss enemies receive new attack patterns. We'll keep it on normal, as it were. It wouldn't be an anime game if there weren't some sort of upskirt, huh? Oh! An LVB-09V1 Balmung. That is a lot. Not equip, not equip. Inventory. What do you mean I can just customize myself right now? It doesn't look like I can... Yeah, I have to equip that elsewhere. It's another melee weapon. looks like the tutorial is relatively new because it gives me all this extra stuff. Pairing agent to a 5. Dried egg sac inflicts the user with a parasitic infection when used. I don't think I want to use that, gang. I'm gonna be real. Central Cavern. Well, we probably want a checkpoint. They are leaning heavily on the element of mystery here, not gonna lie. Bionic Parts 4. Also have 4,000 cell, which I assume are souls in this case. Activate a note tree for first time. Through frame, loadout, tuned humanoid. Oh. Okay, barrier is HP. We know what BP is. That's basically how much ammo we got. EP or energy points, as well as EP recovery. Lightweight humanoid. Max thrust speed. Disassembly tech. Doesn't seem to modify anything. Firearm proficiency. Reload tech. Melee proficiency. Looks like help will better describe it. Reduces humanoid weight, affects movement and flight performance. Increases cells and items earned when defeating enemies. Improves primary arms precision. Improves primary arms reload speed. Improves attack modifier when using melee weapons. Improves status effect buildup capacity. We start with 10 of those. Oh my. Hey, do you like... Do you like Armor Core? Because here's Armor Core. My word. Primary arms 1, primary arms 2. If I had to guess, this does the same damage type. Yeah, it does thermal damage. This does thermal damage, but this does physical damage. I would rather have 2 types of damage. We have no rear arms. Oh. Oh no. What do you mean? I cannot. Uh-huh. He's gonna make it so it's harder to get a accidental upskirt, because that is quite the short skirt, ma'am. Even if that looks a little silly. Why? But thickness? Well, fair enough. Fair enough. They really let you customize all that, huh? The clipping. The clipping. I'm sure some of this is like base game DLC, as it were. I just find it a little interesting. Let's try to keep it color consistent. But I can see why they don't let you swap your stuff on the fly, because that's a lot. Does the Balmung take BP? Nope. Albeit, the rate at which I swing that is a little slow. Improves attack modifier. There's one thing I will tell you about any Souls-like. Be prepared with some HP. Supplies. Okay, supplies is resting. Transfer is teleport. So then cells would be our currency, I presume? 3 repair agents. I suppose we may as well just keep going this way, eh? Overheat. Okay, I used too much stamina. Ow, 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 ow. Actually didn't take a lot of damage. Probably because my barrier is good. The hell? Palladium seed? That's what I thought it was. Frame regulation data in crystalline form can upgrade frames to level 2. However, that's performed because I didn't see a way to do that at the tree. What the fuck is that? Oh, no, 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 no. Definitely big. Stuff to see. That will teleport me somewhere then. I was wondering if there was something down. Oop. Forgot I had my menu open. That would have killed me in Dark Souls. Bionic parts. Selling them will provide you with a minuscule amount of cells. There's some shenanigans. There's some shenanigans going on. And unfortunately, it is not the kind of shenanigans that are not within Nitro Plus's wheelhouse, from what I understand. My hello there. Hello. Sucker. Drop the thing. I haven't been boosting much, if at all, at the moment. It's all this weird webbing stuff. Doesn't control quite as smoothly as Armored Core. But for what it is, it definitely works. I have taken enough damage to actually take damage. Okay, but what if something was in there? By all accounts, it looks like there was some massive, massive, massive structure here. Okay. That was pretty dark. I'm like, is that just a wall or is that a pit? I couldn't tell. Oh, you're big. And I missed. Wow, that has a lot shorter range than you think. You good, bud? Oh. He's good now. Not quite as climactic as one would expect. This game is like only $20. More jellyfish. Don't need to repair yet. Getting there, though. Supplement. Oh, what? I suppose there are stranger things. Recover BP. Hello. Death. Death as far as the eye can see. Damage, or DMG 015A2S stock. Sounds like it might be a sword. Well, that was very Soulsy of you. I have to get uncomfortably close with that. I could see playing this with mouse and keyboard over controller, but it just seemed right to play this with controller. These environments are huge. It does make me look out at it like... I mean, A, what sort of story and lore did, like, the people that worked on this want to kind of imply here? And B, did they not want to make the environments a little smaller? Because, goddamn, I could see myself getting lost in here. Like, actually, though. Oh, that's bad. Got him. Shit, 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 shit. And I missed. Being a little sloppy with the controls. There we go. Oh good, another one. That one's got a cannon. Ow! think it can fire at me when I'm this close? Well, now I'll never know. A graphite seed. That is a little satisfying, I must admit. Coming down from on high using the hover mod, like the hover stuff. You know, if this girl was not a robot, that would hurt. An FW323 Clest. Whatever a Clest is. Could you imagine if there was like a backstab mechanic there? Oh, they missed out. They missed out. There could have been like a slam mechanic. Hello? What the hell just fired at me? Was it you? Might have been you. The graphite seed. More supplements. It's just so silly. It's also weirdly satisfying. Break all of the things. I would say that this bionic girl is weirdly big, but no, that's, you know, rough about the size of a barrel. The objects might be a little big, I feel like, but what the hell's going on in here? Oh god, I didn't realize I was out of ammo. Oh, sweet Jesus, they have shotguns. Well, so do I. Oh my god, there's friendly fire. Actually, really good at tracking you, too. Dodging. Wonder how much good dodging will be in most circumstances, or boosting, rather. So I came from up there. I think, because how open the environment is, there is a practicality in going from there and hovering all the way over here. Holy shit. Do you see that? I missed something at the end of that. No, I'm not going back. I just yeah, I'm gonna see if I can go grab that. Greed is unbecoming of a king. Or rather, greed is unbecoming of a monarch, as I've grown accustomed to saying. That way I can include gals and non-binary pals. Look, power to them for, like, deciding to be pretty creative with using all this open space to hide stuff. Because you never think, like, oh yeah, that's hiding it out in the open. It's like, yeah, but under what circumstance would I have come over here normally? I also went downstairs and I ended up over there. Okay, there are actually multiple routes to go, and I have Zero clue where anything really is. That almost feels like it's a fucking test of precision. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. A frag grenade? He's done like Dark Souls. I don't have to walk back. Right. Just checking. There could have been something in there. I don't know. Okay, Sniper McGee up there went ahead and shot me. How you doing? That is kinda hysterical, but I mean... I'm seeing some charm with this. I'm seeing some... Alright, this might have been like... Because, again, outside of those, like, fighting games that Nitro Plus has made, I really don't know what kind of games outside of visual novels Nitro Plus has made, man. What I wouldn't give to have a different button input for, like, the sword. And also, like, have it be more like Armored Core, but that's the awful thing about, like, looking at these games, particularly after you play, like, a particular game, and then you play a different game afterwards. This is comparing apples and oranges, ultimately. Because, like, oh yeah, no, this plays a lot like Armored Core. Sure it does. It also has some Soulsy elements, because we got these giant fucking maps that we're... I wouldn't say walking around, but, you know, exploring. We have what is ostensibly a health, magic, and stamina bar. We have all these things that we have to, like, manage and keep an eye on. We do not have an Estus Flask, admittedly. We have the closest equivalent to a dodge button. It's like a Souls-like mixed with Armored Core. And it's like, the thing is, like, I played Armored Core 6, and that is, like, a really good fucking 9 out of 10 game. Like, you should go play that. And if all I did this entire stream was compare this to Armored Core, this game's not gonna measure up, man. Oh, hello. I miss you. Missed no longer. Because, like, Doll's Nest is doing its own thing. Ooh, that's how I missed you. Like, yeah, it could do things like Armored Core. Civ Grenade. It's just basically fire pots. different kinds of bombs. But if all I did was compare it to other things that From Software did, does this game no favors and ultimately just makes it look inferior by doing that. When it's like, while they may have taken that inspiration, Javelin. Perhaps that was not their entire goal. Maybe they wanted to make something a little bit more unique to them. But I see some of the charm because it's like, oh, I'm right up next to this enemy that has, like, a really long-ranged attack. But as far as the game's coding is concerned, it's not able to back up away from me to create the range to actually use its gun, so it just gets to sit there awkwardly while I reload. Like, in a way, that's kind of like some cute jank. It's like, oh, you don't have a response to this, do you? I'm sorry, little AI dude. Oh, I just realized. I don't have to look at the bottom left to know relatively how much ammo I got left. Do you see, like, the... I actually can't use my mouse, because if I take my mouse, it'll move the cursor anyway. But do you see the little, like, light gray bar surrounding the white circle in the middle of the screen? Like, that's an ammo indicator. That's actually some pretty good design right there, just in and of itself. But also when it comes to, like, critiquing games, you have to... Oh. Ooh. New frame set. But also when, like, looking at games, it's good and important to, like, consider a company's prior games when they make a new game. Because sometimes a company will fucking surprise you with the kind of game that they are capable of making. Because, like, Square, most famously known for making RPGs. Hey, did you know Dirge of Cerberus is a game of theirs? While the story's nonsensical, I think it's an okay, if kinda janked third-person shooter. Admittedly, there's some, like, youthful bias behind that, but... as you were. Yeah, this just had the trappings of, like, a boss arena to me. It's like, that almost looks like something I should be able to use. Sure to whoop. You think I could walk on that? Well, again, walk. I wouldn't say Square should be known for making RPGs nowadays. Touche. Ooh. They're more known for making action games. And their CEO is known for being a giant pile of nonsense trying to push gamers into accepting AI and nonsense. But anyway. The hell is that? Don't know what that is. Whoop. How are you looking out here, bud? Oh. Halberd. Legacy General Humanoid. I feel like I found a big ol' secret. I might have. Pays to explore. New hair, new head. Finding customization stuff in chests, while appreciated to an extent, it's very much a, looks at it like, why would I find that? That doesn't help me in this adventure. It's, it's part of the game in this case. Well, this looks foreboding. I can't pause the bloody game. The off chance it's something less than pleasant and ads want to play, let us take a break. Get up, stretch, do what you gotta do in order to stay as healthy as you can be. Otherwise, don't go anywhere, because we will be back. Excuse me, with a more Doll's Nest. I'll see you guys in a bit. I hate this microphone. Did I ever tell you that? It doesn't want to fucking work anymore. Just does whatever the fuck it wants. Anyway. This is what the mouse looks like. When I click in, but we're playing with controller. Ooh, how do you think they achieve this effect? Oh, hi! Haiti the Pilgrim.
いや、すまない。こんな深くで妊婦に出会うなんてね。申し遅れたね。僕の名前はハティ。アルカンドの巡礼さ。出られなくて困っていたんだ。本当に助かったよ。お礼になるかわからないけど、これを受け取ってほしい。もしかして、君も僕と同じで真理を求めてここにたどり着いたのかい？
I was born today.
何もかも聖典の記述と一致する。ここが僕らの求める根の国に違いない。きっとどこかに主が。声で自動機械が襲ってくる？それは大変だ。僕が死ねばこの発見は失われる。真実を持ち帰らないと。君も気をつけて。アウラン。アウラン。アウラン。
Alright then. Well, judging by the fact that she has got a shield particle effect, if I really want to, I might be able to start attacking her. I don't want to, so I'm gonna move on. That one's glowing. The last one I saw way earlier was not glowing. Okay, but if I went down there, would I be able to get back? It doesn't look like it. Then I do believe I know where I am. Yep, big ol' central room. And there's the tree. Uh-oh. Makes sense that jumping would, take some resources. Where the fuck does that go? That's interesting. You can just do that whenever. Huh. So now we have the Kuromitsuha, which has lower DP, higher physical resistance, lower thermal resistance, higher... Okay, yeah. A lower corrosion cap. The rest of that's like, looking at the Dark Souls symbols, basically, but there's words there. Paralysis, short circuit. Ooh. It has higher handling, higher ground output, but lower ground performance, lower air output, but higher ground performance, higher thrust assist, lower jump ability, higher or lower jump EP cost. It is heavier. Repair cell is higher, but that's apparently worse, and carrying cap is... I see, carrying cap is lower. I was reading it as 18. It's 1650. So it is slightly better ground. In this case, we have lower targeting range, better computing, lesser melee performance, lower weight, Now we're getting into some mix and match. Shell prediction boost, rear arm boost. We don't even have any rear arms that I'm aware of. This one's lighter, but it requires more stuff. Air boost, so better air control. Initial thrust speed, so we start by going faster. We start by going a lot faster. It's gonna be better overall over there. It's just not as good thermal. So that increases our drop chance. This has a BP cost and weighs more, but gives us a shield overlay. Okay, primary arm. So a compression gun. Discharge machine gun. And then just a straight up submachine gun. She actually carries the gun. Oh my. So the burst number is less, burst capability higher, ammo cap is much lower, but it reloads much faster. It is lighter. Does not cost as much to repair. Slightly closer range, slightly slower to fire, slightly slower shot velocity, higher thermal damage. And then that is a thermal gun as well. But as much fire to fast, has some shot spread, or blast spread rather, so shot. Faster to aim, much, or higher range, not by much. Let's go for something that's rapid fire. Kulim. Oh, that was the S stock. Oh. Yeah, see, nothing for the back yet. That appears to be what we got new there. If you like them looking more like kuderes, I suppose. Okay, so we just do the whole frame. Oh, wow. That is glaring white as well. We can make it less vibrant, which overall just changes the color. Okay, saturation turns it red. Hue does nothing, because the hue is different. Go for like a bit of a gray. Subcolor. Go for a good red inner. If only, like, you could add some, like, sheen and stuff to it. Because then I make it gold, but we'll stick with black. And the glow. Fly. Oh, these are the shoes. Oh, I think I know what that is. Doesn't have to be completely black. Yeah, well, there you go. Now we got heterochromia, right eye color. Section was perfect. Left eye color. What? Me? Just making another version of Mana? No. What are you on about? I don't do that. Now this one, I definitely know what that is. And if you don't know, don't worry about it. Well, now that we're all kitted out, I'm gonna kick some ass. Our weapons don't match our coloring stuff, but that's alright. Should it really take that long to reload that? But yeah, I imagine everything is respawned especially since we went in there and changed our loadout. Yeah, we're going a smidge faster. That's better. Oh, but when we do use the shield overlay, I imagine how it works is it kills our own shield to put a shield around us. So it's like an instant shield refresh. So if we have any shield left, don't use it. Now I'm curious what's over here. An elevator I can't use. Uh-oh. I have incurred the wrath of something. Ow! But that was sad, is what that was. There is like a sneak attack mechanic. Luminous ore. Go down that way. So really the only route forward is the way that I was going. This just heads back to where we started, though I will double check because I do not recall. Yep. Okay, that's very interesting because you can see the two, like, stilts where, like, the character's legs are. But then the other appendages that have thrusters in them also move. Almost like we're a spider. I would imagine if we weren't hovering and flying everywhere, like, this would walk like an arachnid or a bug, almost. Ah, well. Does this go anywhere interesting? It's not activated, so we can't use it yet. Oh. Yeah, this is more my speed when it comes to, like, how I like to play my games. Like, unironically, considering the apparent look of the character, as well as now the gun that I have, if I were to play a game like GGO, I would probably play like Len. Agility build, high damage, let's go. Running around, running, gunning. I wonder how much stuff I actually missed. But we did get a shortcut. Alright, now that we have a way back... Oh yeah, we can easily make those jumps. Another graphite seed. Still don't know how to use all this. Oh, that looks very concerning. What the fuck is down here? Certainly winding and wending. Again, if there is one complaint I would definitely level at this game, it's these environments are huge. Couldn't you guys have made it a little smaller? Albeit, it also gives you a good sense of speed when you're boosting about. Scimitar. New gun. So I am back here. Okay, I have to know. Is it triangle shaped? It's triangle shaped! It won't allow you to walk on that. Rude. How dare. Elevator dance. Elevator dance. I mean, it takes about as long as an actual Dark Souls elevator, so that's accurate. I was gonna say, because I didn't go down here. Ooh, that looks fun. More repair agent. Very Demon Souls to have consumables they have to restock on instead of like a proper Estus flask, too. Oh, reloading. That kills the flow of battle, man. That should be faster. But okay, so that opens that there, and then this takes you across the way. I could see it where... You know, on one hand, that seems like a pointless shortcut, but, like... Imagine if you were not good at this game, or you were playing on hard mode and it's properly hard. Right? Is that another fucking item I missed? Hold on. Son of a bitch. Wait. Oh. That looks a little perilous, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I don't have to go out that far. I see one emission grenade. Is that just a smoke grenade, or like... Because what does it mean by emission? Is it like a Metal Gear Solid-esque, like, jammer grenade? Oh, good. Missiles. Oh, it's actually black, or... No, I'm sorry. Red when you're targeting their weak point. That makes sense. Give me speed. Let me take advantage of that. Ooh, son of a gun. I took a lot of unnecessary damage there. Repairing. Okay, so it's repair agent, but like, we eat it? I have several questions. Just gonna stand there. Of course I'm gonna take advantage of that. Yeah, so there aren't, like, as much stuff shooting at you, like an Armored Core. But it can have its moments. Oh, that guy's got a shotgun. There are quite a few enemies in this hallway. I'm being targeted by missiles. Okay, you're not able to, like... chain boost, which is unfortunate. Ow. My thermal defense is not that high anymore. Sucker. Like having the reload be so long, particularly on like the sword, it really kills the flow of the game. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I think something loaded. It's also surprising to me we've yet to encounter a boss proper. A what? Cures and removes accumulated cooling malfunction. Oh, when they said bionic parts, they were not kidding. That is an eyeball. I got a rear arm. We're going to be able to take advantage. It's a big old cannon, too. If we want to get up there, we got to start by going over there. That's fun. Oh, yeah, no, very fun. And I missed that. And that. Missed them apparent somehow. They can whip around. They are not unlike some Dark Souls enemies. Don't like that. Got 100,000 cells. I gotta find someone or something to give these to at some point. Another frigid past. Like, yeah, you would never believe that this came from, like, a somewhat prosperous studio like Nitro Plus, because it feels and looks like an indie game, but I mean, to me, it kind of checks out. Like, I don't know when they last published a new game. Is that a fish? And I missed. Oh, what I would give that sword swing was a lot faster to reload. Well, I don't even know why a sword swing has to reload, man. From a mechanic standpoint, I understand. Because if it didn't reload, then that's the only thing you need to use. What? Back here? What the? I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. Oh, hey! So that's where that leads. Oh, wait, I just realized something. Because friendly fire's the thing. Ah, it doesn't look like it hurt him. But you could see the vision, right? It really does not look like I'm gonna run out of BP anytime soon. Not unless there is, like, some sort of weapon that takes a lot of BP all at once. Particularly when reloading or shooting. Oh! They just pulled a Dark Souls level ambush on me. Ooh, new parts. tunnel's down this way, so it's going to be a matter of going this way then. Well, that looks like a boss arena then. Yeah, there's that item up there. Greed is unbecoming of a monarch. I mean, there's no real danger coming up there. Also, you want to know how you can tell hexagons are bestagon? Look at all those hexagons, baby. Somebody had some sense around here. Bionic parts 2. Look like there's anything else over here. Right now, I got some pretty nice control over my mech suit. Alright, I guess you might call this an exomech? Not really like a full-blown mech suit. More like just something you wear around your person that doesn't really cover you. But it's still mecha. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. I was like, does that kill me, or... No, it just brings you back up like, dummy. Why'd you go and fall? Alright. More of this. No, in part because... Yes! Look at that. It's really hard to justify using these because they just unfortunately do not have the speed. But I mean, they're good to have in case you run out of, like, BP, I suppose. If you run out of BP. That's a grenade launcher? Oh. That is 1/3 faster to reload. So that was a much smaller ammo cap, like 1/3 of what one I've currently got equipped has. We also got a beam gun, which I have to assume is like a more long-range rifle. Which I only have this to say to that. Thanks, but no thanks. I do believe this is our new... new set, which increases our armor just all around, reduces our immunities, however, with less handling but a higher max ground speed, better ground performance, but acceleration cap is lower, lower airspeed, so worse air mobility. Yeah, that's definitely new legs. Honestly, that almost looks like I'm just walking around. Damn. It's the new one. More shield points. Or more DP. Physical resistance goes up. Thermal resistance goes down. Immunities go up. EP recovery. Energy point recovery, which, yes, please. Better overall. Rear arms boost up. Use and weight. Still not that high yet. Better ground boost. Higher initial thrusting speed. Thrust reload time is faster, but it's heavier. Plasma flare? Dare I ask? Well, now we have heals. So, you know. Oh! Oh, we're not, like, flying around anymore. We are literally running around. We are using our own 2 feet now. Oh. Ah, now I see why you might want more BP. Now I see. Oh, damn, we're running pretty fucking fast. 36 kilometers an hour? That is nothing to slouch at. We are taking fire. There we go. Okay. With that, ads are playing, but we're right outside of what I assume is a boss gate. So, let's take a break. And I am also going to make myself a bit of food, because your boy's gonna be hungry. So, get up, stretch, do what you gotta do in order to stay as healthy as you can be. Otherwise, don't go anywhere. We will be back with some more Doll's Nest. I'll see you guys in a bit. Microwave safe does not mean safe to handle after taking out of a microwave. Good lord. Ugh. But I has returned, and I has food. Is a macaroni and a cheese. Oops. Hold up. There we go. While I let that cool, let us resume. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh good. That's just an armored core. Autonomous policing vehicle. There's the music. I was wondering when we get some of that. Oh, good. There goes the concrete barrier. Oh, shit! Uh-oh. Now is not a good time to need to reload. Nor was it a good time to be overheated. There he goes. Oh, that's funny. Ooh. Uh-oh. Low on BP. Okay. Shit. Oh, it's mad. Ow. It's mad and it is lightly on fire. Direct hit. Shit, that's... Why did you have a flamethrower, sir? Nope. Don't like that. Reloading. I would appreciate if this would reload passively. I don't know what that does. Oh! It looks like a jet flare, actually. So I think it's supposed to hamper with lock-on. Out of BP. She's got him! Target destruction. You achieved your objective and captured the area. Central Cavern. Surmount the Central Cavern. Her left eye. Who's her? What? This tree looks special. Transfer to decayed brood chamber. They what? Oh, we are no longer in our mech. That's some bouncy skirt physics. Like, I don't mean that as like a complaint. It just like looks really flowy. Like it'd be fun to twirl in. Okay, so we've got like our round table whole hello? What in the Persona 5? Yashka and Mushka, the Mechsmith twins. That's terrifying. Okay, can you two please not speak together? I also just realized they have two sets of arms. One, I envy you. Two, that's kind of creepy. Oh. So obviously here's where you spend your cells. It also talks about what kind of seed it requires. These ones require graphite seeds. So it looks like armor requires palladium. Weapons require graphite. Oh! Demon Bane. Muramasa. Magatsu for 450,000 cells, huh? These are quite expensive. But then conversely, I can also sell things to this one. Okay, you can never sell your junk equipment. So you always have junk stuff. And you can't sell any cosmetics, which is fair, because, like, you know... Very interesting that such a little thing would do that. What? Saw movement. What? What in the indie game hell? She also has 4 arms. Hello? Just look out of place. help.
シュってなうシュケっておシュってシュケっておシュケってシュケってシュケっておあああ
A cosmetics vendor. One might think, what's the point of this? I mean, it's part of the game. Monastic prototype. Okay, but some of these look pretty fucking cool though. Don't mind me. Buy something for the first time. Okay, bye. Also notable, we all look very similar because we all are apparently from like the same production line or something. Oh. A humanoid corpse skewered through, a hole left to gape in its head. Ah!
人形、私の名前を呼んで。
Nema.
問題なし。そのまま義務を果たして。この哀れな残骸。私の奪われた体を取り戻すこと。それがあなたの生まれた理由。目がつながったみたいだよ。綺麗な花。
Oh? Uh-huh.
どんな手段も許す。体を取り戻して。言って、人形。どんなし。
There's nothing down there and we came from there. Or... I guess I shouldn't speak so soon. Ah, it's a training. Okay. Long ass hallway to that. So it's kind of like, hey, tutorial zone. Oh, we're here. The giant one sort of freaks me out. You'd think I'd have 2 sets of arms, but I do not. I do presume that's the tree that I touched to get here. Yeah, that goes to the central cavern. And that's either death or worse. So I kind of get the feeling then that this is sort of set up like Demon Souls. Because now those 3 lit up. Well, all right then. Adjust the frame a little bit, and by adjust the frame, I mean... Okay, so that's what it looked like legacy-wise. Yeah, Legacy General Humanoid. So I imagine that was like maybe in like beta or some such. It actually really conveys the sense that this is not a human. Just a humanoid dealio. Well, now that's very mana. Go with the ponytail. Although, why we have a face that we can choose that just has a scar, I may never know. Pair of elevators. Where did they go? Oh. Another big drop. Another big drop. Okay, if cells are primarily used to just buy new equipment rather than, like, level you up, albeit it seems unusual that there's not a seeming method to level up. But, I mean, it also makes sense in a way, because, like, what are you going to level up realistically? Even acknowledging that that's probably from a parallel dimension. I don't believe that so far is like, oh, it's DLC armor. Could you two never talk at the same time again, please? Please and a thank you. Oh, wow, it actually requires 3 graphite seeds. Then upgrading anything else looks like it just upgrades like its relative statistics line, but not anything else on it. Oh, now it takes graphite buds. Oh, it only takes 1. Okay. I'm gonna save the Palladium or Palladium stuff, because I don't know what I want to upgrade there. And good adventures go left. And I like the twisty, twirly double helix tree. Hello, strange Gorl. It does me a big hecking concern that you are playing with the corpses of our fellow individuals. Back of hair. Front of face. And those are ones I've already purchased. Egg hatches when it comes into contact with nymph biofluids rapidly feeding on its host, commonly disputed as a suicide method for nymphs that are partaking in special operations. Okay, so it does take notes from like Dark Souls and stuff, and it delivers a lot of its story and its lore through its through its items. So if you really want to know what's kind of going on, you look at that. So our construct name is Nymph. That's what we are called. At least not want not. No uses for things such as this. No reason to let such useful things go to waste. Well, I could sell this stuff. It doesn't seem like that there's a way to get them back. It does feel... Okay, so this is the Decayed Brew Chamber, and now we can teleport to Central Cavern. I at least want to look in the next area before I kind of conclude stream. I feel like we've also seen quite a bit of enough. Okay, it's the front here that we want. Wild look doesn't look so good unless, like, it's loose. Sag. Yeah, well. Do the double helix! I don't know what these trees do. To the upturned forest. Whoop, whoop. Doesn't open. Oh. So by upturned forest, it doesn't mean a literal forest. And we still don't have a way to further our power. Okay, but with this, yeah, we can head back to the Decayed Brew Chamber or the Central Cavern. Collection of ruins seen sprouting from the underside of the upper levels. Any venture to take its treasure trove of cells, yet none succeed. Interesting. But I think this is cool. It definitely seems like it's going to be a lengthy and open, kind of barren experience. For better and worse. But I think it's cool that, like, Nitro Plus doing something outside of their comfort zone. as a whole, as a company. And, I mean, I'm kind of excited to play this game through. It, overall, probably scores like a 6 out of 10. And, like, I know that the grading system of, like, the out of 10 when, like, reviewing games and such is so fucked. And I mean that as, like, you know, if a 5 out of 10 is, like, a completely average, like, there's nothing really to comment about it game, like, a 6 is like, yeah, it's got some spark, it's got some good stuff in it, it's maybe not as good as it could have been, but it leans more towards the side of good. Because, like, to briefly talk about, like, a review scale like that, like, it's hard to be very objective about something like that, and additionally, in this day and age, where every fucking news media site will highly praise a game for fucking existing, you have no idea how many games, or maybe you do have an idea of how many games receive 9 out of 10s but don't deserve it. These review sites won't even, like, let a game just fucking sit there with a 7 out of 10. It's like, because in my opinion, Breath of the Wild is a 7 out of 10 game. It's not bad, it's pretty good. As my fiance said from the other room, there's just so much to do. But also, there's not enough to do. It's fucking empty. You run from point A to point B and it takes you like 20 minutes. So, like, on that scale, like, this is alright. It's alright. Like, it's a fun time. It's good enough to play, methinks. And that's, like, on the positive end. Like, if we're talking about, like, a game that's completely not worth talking about at all is a 0 out of 10. Like, it is so god-awful, there's nothing good about it. 1 out of 10 is, like, there's probably something in there, but it's bad. Then you got a 2, then a 3, then a 4, and a 5. You kind of go from there. Like, 4 is, like, yeah, maybe they tried, but it really doesn't seem like it. 3 is like, no, this is not a good game. 2 is like, this is just bad. And 1 is like, this game is barely redeemable. Like, garbage. And 0 is like, there's nothing here to redeem. Do not. And then you get into the negatives, which is when it's like, it starts getting to the point where it's like, this is so bad, it kind of wrapped around and is funny and good again. But, I mean, I wouldn't usually employ, like, a negative scale, because that's just wacky and weird. But that's, like, an idea. Like, a negative 5 would be like, this game is pretty fucking bad, but as far as entertainment value, it's okay. But, yeah, other than that, I mean, I think this game is cool. If this at all interested you in giving it a try, bearing in mind that this game... Oh no, those are just blinking. I'm like, what? Is that a render distance issue? No, there's just blinking lights up there. There's nothing rendered, there's just a light artifact or object there, but if this game looked remotely interesting to you and you want to give it a try, again, $20 on Steam, I would say that's worth it. I can definitely see myself getting about $20 worth of fun out of this. But of course, like, certainly if you want to save your money for something else, I wouldn't blame you. But at the same time, you know, games like this deserve some love. They deserve some fans. I still question why you can get an upskirt shot of the nymph. Just design decisions, man. Just design decisions. That's none of my business. It's not something I'm interested in. Just why we are wearing something that is at least a little bit cooler. But yeah, folks, thank you very much for sticking around to the end of the stream. I'm going to conclude it now, as I think we've, 1, seen enough, and 2, yeah, you know, I usually stream 2 hours on a weekday. I got a life. And by that, I mean I have work, but tomorrow's my fiance's birthday, so I got stuff to do. Is there anybody that I would think to raid? 8... Lord. Sorry, I follow Cottontail VA, and just her title for her stream makes me go like, Ah, yes. That is cotton. That is cotton. I don't. For some reason, I am no longer allowed to raid Boo the Rat, as in Boo has changed her raid settings. But she just started streaming tonight, and part of me is like, if I can, I would like to raid her, but if I can't, we might direct the raid to Volpixie, because that's somebody else I am able to raid. Oh, stretch. Crack the arm. Oh, yeah. I am definitely not the only one that's streaming Doll's Nest as well. There's somebody else that is presently streaming this game. That's cool. Whence am I able to? I will at least try. Nope. All right. I remember being able to raid Boo. What happened? It might be I need a particular view threshold, which would, or yeah, it might be a viewer threshold, which would suck if that's the case, but. Okay, Volpixie's on a coffee break. What? I can't raid Volpixie? Rude. It feels like it gets harder and harder to like raid some folks, depending. I almost know for certain I wouldn't be able to raid like Iron Mouse. Oh, that's why Cotton's fucking titles like that. She's playing Iron Lung. Okay. I'll at least see if I can raid Sea Dog. Doubt I can, but he's playing Warframe. Nope. All right, then I give up. I got nobody I can raid. Nobody I know or know of, anyway. Otherwise, I'd be raiding a stranger, and that might not turn out so well. I'm hesitant to do that. So then I will say, folks, please remember, you are always welcome here at Mana's Potion. And I'll see you next time.